Hi, good afternoon. This is Dolores from Getting Gigs, and today I'd like to talk to you about an online company that you can do remote work for that does AI work. The company is called Aligner. The reason I chose to talk about this company again is because I actually had given up hope on them because I had applied a long time ago. And then I finally heard back from them, and I actually have been getting work from them recently. So I thought I'd let you guys know that they are hiring, that they do have jobs available. I've already done a job with them. I've been working there for like a few months. I think it's been a few months now. They do pay weekly. It's through PayPal. I don't know what it is if you're in another country, what the pay method is, but I know if you work out of the United States, it is through PayPal. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this. I'll put the links down below. On the regular page, when you hit apply to Aligner, it's going to ask you for your Gmail, your Google account, or your LinkedIn account. But I'm going to just give you the link. I'm going to give you my referral link. And I'm going to show you from the jobs page. The reason I'm giving you the referral link is, it doesn't hurt to do the referrals. Every once in a while you might actually make some money on them. So, like, if you start working there, use the referrals yourself to refer people there. You might actually make a couple, $100 here, $100 there. I haven't made anything yet on this one, but I still share it. Just it doesn't hurt. But I'm going to start this from the jobs page. And the reason I'm going to start from the jobs page because, like I said, if you go here and you on the front page and you do apply to Liner, it's going to ask you to sign in. So rather than doing that right away, might as well see what's available first before you hit the apply now button. Anyways, my name's Doris from Getting Gigs, and I like to work remotely 100% of the time, working side hustles and gigs in remote work so that way I don't have to go into a regular 9 to 5 job ever again. And I've been doing this for a little over a year now. It's been working out well. My goal is to make between $200 and $500 a day. I would prefer 500, of course, but some days it's a little lower and some days it's a little higher. I mean, I've actually had really good days where I've made over $500. But it's like you have to, you have to get the right gig at that time. Sometimes gigs don't last that long. Sometimes they last a little longer. Some of them pay more than others. It is what it is. As long as you can hit like a sweet balance of like what you're getting per week and it averages out for the month, as long as you save it up and you average it out for the month, you'll be fine. So I in order for me to maintain this, I work a couple different remote jobs and a couple different gigs, and I'm fine with it. I wake up in the morning, choose which one I want to work on, and if they have work, I work on there, and if not, I move on to the next one. I try to do it. My goal is you do the one that pays the most first, and then the second and the third. Like I do it like that. Or if one of them offers a bonus that week or that day, I do that one first in order to meet the threshold for the bonus. You just have to learn how to gig. After a while, you'll learn how to do that. Once you learn how to do that, you're good. So this is one of those ones that I learned how to gig on. I gig on this one when they have the higher paying ones for me because you can get onto more than one gig on here. There have more than one position available on here. So like if you like say for instance like they have this one 20 to $120 an hour, this one's 90 to $120. Of course, if you get a $20 hour one and you have a $90 one, you're gonna do the $90 hour one first. So that's your goal, like to pick the work the higher ones, and if they have work, you work them. If not, you do the lower ones. Now they do have a lot of different positions available on here. A lot of them are relating to coding and STEM. But the one that I applied for was like the general writer contract one and the AI voice trainer one. Like they had a couple other ones on here. They have once you apply, you're gonna have to do like a assessment and like it's like an AI interview where you have to record yourself. Like they're gonna record and they're gonna ask you questions. This AI is gonna ask you questions. You just go through it and just speak honestly. And then after you do the assessment, if you get in, like they'll let you know. But that's how each one of them have been for me. That I've applied for a couple of them. Some of them I didn't get into. It is what it is. You apply. If you don't get in, you don't get in. You move to the next one. So what I did is I read which ones here that make the most sense to me that I can do, and I applied for those. I applied for the voice trainer one. That's the one I do now, and I did the generalist one. So I applied for that one too as well. And I applied for both of them, and I get some work here and some work here. They're both on the lower end, like in the 20s. But I'm fine with that for now. Like, sometimes you'll get higher ones. Like I had one day where they said, "Can you hurry up and sign in and like do this work?" And they paid 50 an hour. So like it is what it is. Anyways, I just wanted to show you they have a lot of software jobs out here, a lot of AI trainer jobs, coding experts. Like, oh, it was still loading. We have a lot of coding experts from Python, chemists, chemistry, biology, biologists, physics. So there's a lot of STEM related ones that are out here. And then they have like math experts. 'Cause, like if you're a math expert, you can work here as well. But the ones like if you don't have like that skill set, like if you're not a coding expert, you don't know C++, you don't know Python, you're not a chemist or a biologist, then I would apply for that one that I was showing you up here, like either the AI voice trainer. They have a Spanish one, and they have an English one too, right up here, and or the journalist one. The journalist one, you have to write some stuff, you have to review stuff. You just read the application and you go ahead and apply, do your little interview, upload. You're gonna have to upload a resume. I think I had to also link my LinkedIn to here. I give them that link as well. And what's gonna happen is like, so after you do like your little interview and stuff, if there are any assessments on your main screen that it says that you have to take it, you need to do those before you can get considered for a position. I made the mistake when I first applied that I did not do that. I did not do that. So I was like wondering, like, why am I not hearing back? Why am I not hearing back? Yeah, I forgot that step. Like, because it doesn't really tell you to do that. But on your main screen, there'll be something there that says something about an assessment. And when you see that, just go ahead and do that. If it says it's recommended, I think it's not recommended. Like, it'll say that mandatory or something like that. It'll say that on there. Read it and see if that's one that you need. This in reference to the work that you do, because there's going to be a few assessments that you need in order to keep going. Excuse me, one second. My headset broke. I have to fix it or get a new one. Anyways, so I'm going to try to show you this generous one. See what happens if I go ahead and press the button. Yeah, okay. 'Cause I was afraid it was going to open up to my account, but it didn't. So yes, for the generous one, it tells you the pay range between $2,500 per hour, and then it says as projects are needed, as it's a rolling start date. If they get a new project, depending on what it wants to pay, then you go ahead and they'll let you know. You'll see work on your dashboard. You just go log and you start doing it. They have instructions there for each one of them as you do it. You will have to do that interview through Zara. That's what the AI thing I was talking about is through Zara. Not that hard. She'll ask you questions, you answer back, and then she'll keep going. And then, like, if there's a timer on it, when the timer runs out, your interview's over, regardless of what else you have to say. It is over. Make sure your internet connection, if you do this one, make sure your internet connection is good because it does. I saw, like, even though my internet connection I think is strong, it kept cutting out on me, so I had to keep going back in. And I don't know if that was part of their test because it seems like every single one that I did with them, the interview cut out and I had to go log back in to the interview and continue. So maybe that was to test my patience. I don't know. But I'm just letting you know this what happened to me. So if it happens to you, don't get scared. Just log back into the interview and it'll pick up where it left off. But keep your eye on the timer because, like, I think they only have 20 minutes for those interviews. And as soon as that 20 minutes hits, regardless if you're still speaking or not, she'll shut you down. Anyways, this is Dolores from Getting Gigs. I'll put the link below, um, to the jobs page and to my referral. Like, if you want to click it, click it. If you don't, like, do the other one. I don't care. I mean, it would be nice if you click it, but if you don't want to, I get it. I understand. Anyways, this is Dolores from Getting Gigs. Until next time. I changed my logo a little bit. I've been playing around with it. So if you see my logo keep changing, until I find the right one for me that I like. So it's going to keep changing on the bottom until I find one. Because now that I have like been playing with Canva, it's like a new toy. So you'll see new ones every once in a while. Anyway, have a good night.